Welcome to the main event every single Monday 3 live. I'm Cody Askins.
I'm Jacob Van Helden.
You know who we are now. Secure Agent Mentor, secureagentmentor.com. Today's episode is going to be good. We're going to dive right in. What are we talking about?
Talking about just mistakes, common mistakes, big mistakes.
Failure, mistakes, being a loser.
Things to avoid.
Not being a winner.
Exactly.
No, I would say that's absolutely, it's an easy topic to start with. Common mistakes, things to avoid, something to talk about, because agents make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Salespeople make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Cody makes mistakes. There are things...
I don't. But...
No, not yet. There are things to avoid as a salesperson. Like, you know what? A big one that I try to just total off the cuff, that I try to erase from my vocab, especially when I'm talking, which is all day. The word but.
Yes.
The word but in sales is viewed as an eraser word.
Yeah.
That whatever you said before the word but. So if I was talking to Jacob, hey, you are awesome, I believe in you, but you've been doing a really poor job. What do you think he's going to remember? What do you think he's going to think about? And that but is known as the eraser word, erasing everything that was said previously before but.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of little stuff like that in sales that we don't think about.
Right.
We just dropped a bomb on you, gave you a freaking rock star tip, like
30 seconds in,
42.78 seconds in, that you need to be aware of. You need to understand that there are things that you're doing, things that you're saying, the fact that you're not keeping eye contact when you are pitching.
Yeah.
There's so many little things that as salespeople you need to know, you need to be aware of. It needs to be part of you. It needs to be second nature.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the other one, I'm thinking another big mistake that a lot of agents make on the front end is not staying consistent. Not, like you get 3-4 months into the business, brand new, never done it before, and you have your first big week. Yeah. Big, awesome week. You make 5, 6, 7, 10K in a week.
Then you go on vacation.
And then you go on vacation.
Then you're like, you know what? I had to work too hard. And you know what agents do? You're exactly right. They have a killer week. We had a lady in our call center. It's no longer here. Dominating.
Absolutely.
But got lazy. Got to where she had a little call reluctance. Yep. Didn't want to be on the phones anymore.
Yeah.
You can tell. Find excuses not to be here. Yeah. And so those agents that are like, I don't know what it is. It drives me nuts to see an agent succeed, tear it up, freaking dominate. And then the next week, they're trying to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. The first thing on their mind is, how can I do that again with less work?
Yes. Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
You did it. Now let's keep freaking working and repeat the process until you can maybe finally tune it. But you don't want to like have a $5,000 week and just stop. And then the next week, it's like, I think I can do it without really trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we start to get inside of our head and start to play psychological games with ourselves. Let's just freaking go to work and try to repeat something every week without trying to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
Without trying to change things.
Yeah.
Without trying to do things different.
Yeah. Well, and when you find something that works, it's going to work again. I mean, it's not like this 1 week was just some off week and there was a blue moon and the eclipse and everything happened and people are just buying this week. If it worked, do it again. And you'll see consistently, as long as you stay consistent with it, that it's going to continue working. And as you stay consistent, like Cody said, you're able to finely tune it until it is a well-oiled machine to where maybe you don't have to work as hard. After, 5, 6, 7 weeks of staying consistent with it and finding the areas where you're maybe spending too much time, you can back those down a little bit and get your sales process so finely tuned that you know what every time you pick up the phone, how much that's worth for you, how much money you're making every single time you pick up the phone.
It's so funny.
It is.
That agents, they find something that works and then they scrap the whole thing. Or they start buying, just stupid stuff, or spending gobs of money, and then think it's going to be easy. They think they can repeat it, and before they know it, or they want to take some time off, you know, or they work too hard, they're tired. Oh,
Yeah.
I stayed up too late. You know, it's just freaking do it again. And before you know it, in this business, a crappy non-sales loser day, bad days in sales. If you don't pay attention, if you're not freaking aware and you're not consistent,
Yeah.
and you're not accountable to someone, bad days can turn into bad weeks. Bad weeks, before you can know it, life happens, can turn into bad months.
Yep.
And before you know it, that bad month will be a bad quarter, a bad year, and before you know it, you're no longer in this business, and you're a statistic. Exactly. When you do that, he said 93, statistics jump from 92 to 93 when you start acting like freaking
fool,
like an idiot.
Yeah.
We've got much more to come. This is such a fun topic, so easy to talk about, but it's something that agents need to hear.
Oh, yeah.
You need to hear. Stick around. Part 2 will be even better.
It will.
Guarantee it. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back. Why do you have great days, great weeks, even great months, and then start making mistakes, start avoiding the telephone? How? And then you're like, oh, I have this money. I just succeeded. I just had a big week. How can I do everything I just did without having to do any of the work? How can I just not have to do work at all? And it'll happen every week.
Every single week.
$5,000 a week. And I think I can probably find a way to do nothing. And it'll just happen.
And it'll just come to me.
It's going to poof.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
It's so annoying.
It is.
It's so irritating. Agents will do anything to not have to grind. They think just because I started in the business at 19, 20 years old in college, making $117K, that I'm just... You know, that it was easy for me.
Right.
That it just came, you know, second nature. It's, you know, it's I had no sales experience, no insurance experience. I'm in freaking college. I'm working half as much as I am now.
Yeah.
You know, even now, I'm 27 and I'm Secure Agent Mentor is pretty well known. It's not I'm not satisfied by any means. Right. Absolutely freaking not. But what they don't realize that, hey, this all didn't start day one.
No.
I've been grinding on Secure Agent Mentor for close to 2 years now.
Close to 2 years.
But people, they don't realize
well, they don't see the back end.
They don't see the back end. They don't realize the day-to-day work. They don't realize that we put in 11, 12, 13-hour days.
Yeah, every day.
To make this well known.
Yeah.
To get in front of agents. I mean, yeah, those... I don't even know, 350, 400 YouTube videos. It just happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it just came out of nowhere. We just sat in here one day and
I just said, hey, I want 350 YouTube videos on YouTube. I don't want to do a darn thing.
No.
Ever.
No.
And then you know, good things happen to lazy people, right? I mean, I don't ever want to be negative, but I'm going to even use the word because I want to erase everything I just said. I want to see agents succeed.
Exactly.
And if it's giving tough love, and if it's letting you know that, hey, you have to show up, or before you know it, a bad freaking day, a bad freaking week will turn into a bad hair day because you're homeless, you are not in the insurance business, and you don't even fix your hair anymore.
No, you're working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
and you're probably making more money at McDonald's because most of these agents are lazy.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like...
But let's scrap everything. Don't do anything that worked.
Yeah, I had a great week. I made $5K. What can I do different this week?
I see it every single week.
I know, and it's just...
We see it in our call center. We see it with our downline agents across the nation.
Yeah, it's
just...
Well, and I think the biggest mistake that a lot of people make coming into this is that they only see the success at the end. They only see the people that when they're following people on YouTube, following people
yeah,
like
you see the Gary Vaynerchuk,
yeah,
you see the Grant Cardone,
or they just see the success. That's all they see. They see the cars, they see the houses, they see the trips, they see the planes, they see all that, and they think that it just happened. Like they just inherited that.
And you know what? You bring up an awesome point, and I hate to interrupt, but I have to jump in. My wife told me something yesterday. She said, "Cody, you are building something really good." She said, "But what's hilarious about you is you're the most impatient person in the world.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
You want everything to blow up from day one." Right. And I do, but unlike other agents or other individuals or other entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call it, that just want stuff to poof.
Right.
I actually grind and put
you
in
understand
the work.
Yeah, you understand what it takes to get there. Yeah, you want the moon.
I want it now, but I want to take massive action, and I'm just going to speed it up a little.
Yeah.
I'm just not, I mean, crap, if it had been 2 years and Secure Agent Mentor was still nothing, and honestly, what it will be at some point in the future, it's still nothing.
Nothing, right.
But if it wasn't anywhere close, I mean, if I didn't have that impatient mentality with the work,
right,
it wouldn't even be close to where it is.
Well, and yeah, but the impatience is something that plays good for you because it makes you want to grind. It continues that. It gives you a reason to wake up every morning. It gives you a reason to get out of bed. It gives you a reason to come to the office and work those 10, 12, 14-hour days every day consistently, week in and week out.
And those agents don't see that stuff.
Well,
they don't see you in here from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
honestly.
It's part of the grind. I mean, it is what it is.
You put in more hours this week than you maybe ever have.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And that's just... Yeah, oh, no, there's no doubt about it. And that's what comes with it, is you have to understand that this is not an overnight business. This is not something that's... those 60-day turnaround, from $0 to $150,000 in 60 days. This is something that. And our call center, it got up. I mean, we didn't need experience or money or time or you managing it or finding good people. We didn't need any of that, honestly. We just, you know what? It was just, we touched it, so it was just going to be amazing, right? Yeah, right.
No work needed.
No work.
Well, the call center will do well over 100 apps this month.
Yeah.
And you know what? We could stop trying.
Oh yeah.
Fire everyone.
I won't even make
spend
calls.
No more money. You can start working part time.
Oh yeah.
And I guarantee you.
I go back from a 9 to 5 part time job.
It'll probably double.
Oh yeah, easily.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. That's the mindset people have.
It is.
It is.
And so I hate to be sarcastic. I hate to be that guy. But today, I want you to think about what you're doing.
We're checking you. We're checking you. I mean, it is. I mean, when people don't find themselves accountable or find someone to make them accountable, they find those excuses. They find those reasons not to do it. They find the way to, I had a really great week. I'm going to take a few days off next week. I might maybe take a couple days of vacation.
Yeah.
Why?
It's people hate to have to do to work.
I
mean, I've got friends that one in particular that wants the moon and wants to find the easy way out.
Yeah.
And is always looking for the next best thing.
Oh yeah.
But never wants to do a darn thing.
Grass is always greener somewhere else.
Never wants to do anything. Never wants to grind. Never wants to realize that it takes work.
It does.
It takes time. It takes showing up and being consistent on a day-to-day basis. I'm not even going to jump into fan mail. I'm going to end the show right now with this. Show up, be consistent, outwork other people for a long period of time, and you may get somewhere. Remember that. That's how I've done it. That's how Jacob's done it. And that's how the other successful insurance agents in this industry have done it. Thanks for watching. Every Monday at 3, the main event, Secure Agent Mentor. Show up, be consistent, and freaking grind. Have an awesome week. We'll see you next Monday.